There's somebody else. Oh, a couple of lights. Lizzie! Very energetic. That little light is very energetic.
Mrs. Graves! Lizzie, Mrs. Graves!
Rachel? Hey, what on earth's going on?
It's been awful. The thunder and the lightning and all the power went out and everyone was in the hall, so I told them all to stay put. But then Sean Davis said he wasn't going to be told what to do by a stupid bloody girl and went out for a cigarette. And then didn't come back. And then Di, she went out after him and she didn't come back either.
Where's Dylan? Was he with Sean and Di?
No, I've been looking after him. Do you think they'll come back?
I don't know, Rachel.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just know if he was my baby, I could never leave him. Even if the whole world was coming to an end, I'd make sure he came first.
You'd be a good mum, Rachel. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. Go back inside and tell everyone that they're doing a great job. A really wonderful job. I just got a few things to finish up here, and then I'll come in and join you.
Right.
Go on.
Blimey. Well, there's Rachel and Lizzie. I wonder if Sean and Di were the people who got hit by the train. Perhaps. The phone is ringing, and we are at where were we again? The holiday camp, right? I believe. Lakeside Holiday Camp. The heart of Yorton Valley. Established 1978, Lizzie Graves. So Lizzie runs the holiday camp, which is why she was here, I guess. Now this ball is, yeah, rather different from the others. Yuck. Hello?
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
You know what's going on, don't you?
You can't use the phone anymore.
Well, like you're not using one right now.
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly. Meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Stephen. You are just... This is not how you resolve these things. But I guess he's figures that he's lost Kate already. Though I think he was seeing Lizzie before all this happened anyway. I hope that wasn't Lizzie on the who got hit on the on the tracks. Surely not. It didn't seem to be her. I think it was whatever it was. What were their names? Sean and Di. Coming over here. Yeah, that little ball. It's very much attached to the big one there, isn't it? Peter Pan rehearsals, okay. Knobbly knees competition, oh my god. I know. Oh god. I just noticed. Oh man, there was a direct hit here. Well, sorry, beam of light. Where are we going? Oh. I like the rain effects there. Pitter-pattering on the roof. June 2nd, 1984.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee.
Ooh.
Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
So this is the guy who went missing first, and then there was Mrs. Boughton who disappeared, and they were the first ones, I guess, to get ill or affected. Where am I going? I think it went down this way, didn't it, originally? Oh god. That's not a good sign. I guess whoever this was got out. I think it wants me to go there. So let's have a look.
Boy, Shipley, I want to work with you.
What?
Get over here, soft lad, and keep your voice down. Do you know who I am?
Yeah? You work for Meg Holloway?
Charlie Tate. You can call me Charlie.
What's this about, Charlie?
Rachel Baker.
What about her?
Oh, come on, son, I wasn't born yesterday. Are you looking to get your head kicked in?
She's 16. She's not a kid.
You try telling her dad that. He'll bloody kill you.
I love her, though. You can't stop love.
I'm not telling you to stop anything. Just be careful, that's all.
Huh. So Rachel is Sam and Evie's daughter. I don't know how old Reese is, but I'm going to assume they're not too dissimilar in age. Diversion. So yeah. Yoinks. Lovely weather we're having. What's going on in there? Dead birds again. Lovely little trellis.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over
I
it.
can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone. It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt?
It's nothing. Something, I don't know. Just got a bit shaken up and then we fought. She wanted to stay and collect more data.
Was she burnt as well? Is everything all right?
Jesus, Lizzie, you sleeping with me or her? She's fine, we're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry...
Well, don't. Come to bed.
Huh. Well, there's definitely some two timing going on. Trailer, I guess. Kind of a little horrifying, just sort of having a holiday camp and then you just come across a random VX gas bomb. I mean that's not cool. Mention of BMX bikes. I am pretty sure this little thing is Rachel. And the big one is probably Lizzie. This is both their tails.
I don't even care that he was screwing her. What made me angry was that he treated me like I was too stupid to notice. I dream through the light storm and see the pattern dancing on his skin as he burns. I wake up with eyes full of liquid light. I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining towers on the same point in the sky. If it is establishing conduits for communication, that should create a jump in bandwidth.
Oh, Kate. You're just unleashing the end of everything, aren't you? For science. Oh man, that was eerie. Huh. So where are we? tennis courts. Oh yeah, we're over there.
Hey, it's just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family left and left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this day. There's 15 people up and left in 2 days. I don't like it. Where's the baby?
Asleep in the caravan. Sean, I don't want to sit around here waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out of the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads. Through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's her problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
Well, there's Sean and Di. Very Welsh. So they did make a break for it. They said through the backwoods though, not along the train track, which was where they said Lizzie, or where Stephen told Lizzie to go. So, God, I really hope that wasn't her.
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Can you leave me alone?
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Pat.
You've woken the baby. Just leave me alone.
Rachel, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, that's obviously referring to the train, I think. I mean, the only two people we know that have died, like, you know, not from this, is probably Robert in the truck crash thing, and whoever that was on the tracks, which I don't know, may or may not be Lizzie, or may not be Sean and or Di. Ooh. This is not getting better, is it? Where are we going here? Is this the way down here? Or should I go down here? Yeah, I'm just not certain who got hit by the train there.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be a fragile thing, you know?
It's just not very like him, that's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We needed back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Boughton has disappeared.
Oh God. So this is John Cole's place. The old man who was the first to disappear. I think they're breathing him in. Oh God. That's horrific. That's really not good. Ugh. All these little motes. But they're him. Because he was the first to be taken. Nobbled. That's quite horrific. Oh, I think the rain's stopped. That's, yeah, ugh, shudder. Hello, little ball of light. I guess. Do we go down there? What's up here? This goes back onto the main road. Oh, hang on. Down there.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community...
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. But I love you. Please be there. I love you.
So, A, using the phone, not a good idea. B, phoning their house. I guess she knows that Kate isn't there, but you know, saying that is you know, doesn't strike me as being the wisest things to be saying on the phone. Where did the light go? I went to that building there, didn't it? Oh, the rain stopped. That's something. I think it was down here. Soundtrack's getting very sci-fi now. It's a laundromat.
We're not even really talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed, and then when we go to bed, it's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert. Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here, rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. You're still young, Lizzie. You got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours, or that husband, as an excuse.
Well, I guess this is all just... I don't know, what the hell is this? These are tumble dryers. Like scorch marks or something? But yeah, so Lizzie, A, has had an accident at some point that gave her a gammy leg, and B, she's stuck in this marriage that she really doesn't really want to be in, but I mean, you know, it's hardly surprising that she goes running back to Stephen, really. They're both not happy in their marriages. Oh, the rain started again. No. There we are.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
I have yet to figure out what these numbers mean. I mean, they were talking about Frank listening to numbers stations before, but I don't think these are... I don't know if they're code, just, you know, alphabet type things. I've tried to decipher them, but they're just sort of nonsense, that 5-letter words that don't mean anything. I don't know.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling. As if the valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something, not as something itself. I'm losing track of time. Of whether I'm asleep or awake. My fingers have gone numb at the tips. It's like they still feel. But what they feel is no longer for me. Like the signal has been hijacked.
Well, Kate's at ground zero. I mean, the entity, the pattern, must be kind of using her. I guess it's aware that she can boost the signal. And like thinking about it, it's, you know, I mean the observatory is obviously sort of optical, but if this is some kind of electromagnetic entity, I guess it doesn't really matter whether it comes down in radio or microwave or light or whatever. It's, you know, it's all kind of the same thing. It will come down in whatever can receive it, which is any kind of telescope. And then it spreads throughout the world. Does its thing. I really like how this thing orbits it. It's just, It's obviously Lizzie and Rachel.
It's quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it? They must be well happy at the observatory place. They're probably all partying there right now. This is right, boss. It is. Right. That's me. Short leash. Kids up half a night, bloody teething. Missus will kill me if I'm gone too long. Good night, mate. Night.
Sean and Reese. Sean puffing on a ciggy. So yeah, this thing came down in a light show of some sort. Aurora, maybe? Guess we couldn't see it when we were seeing them talking about it, but... Oh, changing rooms. Delightful. So where do we go now? Any balls of light anywhere? Maybe back here. So yeah, Kate's being affected differently by this thing because she's right there. In there. Going by the logic, there's something over here. I was going to say, just keep going. Hope this is the right way. Oh yeah, there we are. God, just bloody awful camping weather. I would absolutely hate to be stuck out here. I was never one for camping. Oh, the paint's not running. Nice pictures. Oh, there's some there.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Well, he's clever. You gotta give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
There's a flash. So this is So yeah, sorry, music got in the way there. But yeah, that conversation there between Lizzie and Jeremy must have been quite late in all this. You know, like she was talking about leaving on the train with or without him, with or without Stephen.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council.
And Jeremy was still around.
Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Well, I guess nobody's in the toilets. Where am I going? No? I'm guessing I've got to go around this direction still. Ooh. The storm. It's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Guessing it's down here. Yeah, here we are. Wish I could pick out the voices and things that you hear when that goes by. I think it went down there. Oh yeah.
Di, whatever's wrong? You look terrible.
Mrs. Graves.
Sean's baby Dylan's he alright?
He's fine. Di, come on.
It's okay. Let's get you a cup of tea.
Mrs. Graves, I need to tell you.
Leave it, Di.
Do you try and get out of the valley? All the roads are shut now.
I know. I was driving really fast, but the other car was on the wrong side of the road, and oh God, I think
Di, for fuck's sake, leave it.
It's alright. Hey, you're alright. Sean's alright, baby Dylan's alright. That is what matters. Everyone's alright. No. Now I need your help. Some of the children, they're getting quite frightened. So Rachel and I, we decided to push forward the show, keep them occupied. You said the other night you play piano. Can you help with that?
Yes, I suppose so, but Mr. Graves, Rob
can look after himself. He's a big boy now. Don't worry. Just head to the hall and find Rachel. She'll tell you what needs practicing.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Graves.
And Sean, go and find Reese, please, see if he needs some help.
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
Oh, Robert.
Wow. Ugh. Wow, yeah. She obviously knew what happened there. So yeah, I guess that accident earlier, Sean and Di, well, maybe Di, anyway, kind of was, I don't know if I want to say responsible for it, but because for all I know Robert was drunk, but I mean, they were involved in it for sure. And I suppose that kind of gave Lizzie a bit of a way out, I suppose. Can we get through there? No. There's tragedy all over the place here. Radio.
This is a public service announcement from Hamilton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
There's something down there. Let's go check this little bit out. Pretty sure there's a radio here. Probably down there. I think these numbers are... There's like a limited set of them. There's 10 or 11, 11-ish, maybe a bit more, but I think I've only found 11 unique ones so far.
Oh God, Stephen. What's happening to me?
Well, I think she is getting changed by whatever it is. The pattern. Oh bloody hell. Look at this. Paddle boats. Further. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I hate rain in computer games, it just makes me feel horrible. Just, I'll put some warm on. Comes and goes though, doesn't it? You don't know if I should go on or up. Maybe we should go back up here. Oh yeah.
She's not in her office either.
Well, they live nearby, don't they?
Yeah, in the village.
You don't think she's gone to look for Mr. Graves, do you?
I think Lizzie knows Robert will turn up when he's sober. He'll be alright.
Do you want me to go and look for her?
No, it's okay. Come on, I promised the kids another shot the last number, then I promised everyone a cup of tea.
You're very like her, you know. Like Lizzie.
Me? No, I'm not. First chance I get, I'm out of here.
Actually, that's really eerie, because they're not here. Why is that moving? Maybe they were here. Echoes. Still able to affect the world. Yeesh. That's mildly disturbing. So yeah, like Lizzie's clearly, went to the station
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Oh, that's restricted area. So I guess this was further along the beach. Let's just have a quick looky down here. Oh, can I get on a paddle boat? No. Oh. Boo. This is Haverton Waters. Oh, we're near the observatory. Oh, look. There is the observatory. That's ominous.
She's done a runner.
Oh.
Don't say that, Reese. She wouldn't do that. Would she? What about Dylan?
She's not exactly jumped at the chance of looking after him, is she? She's just left you to it. She's not coming back.
Then let her go. She's always thinking of everyone else. There must be something important she needs to do.
It looks like you're in charge now.
So I guess this means we're not leaving, are we?
Spain can wait. Listen, you get back in there, and you make this the best bloody Peter Pan ever performed in England. And I'm gonna go and get your mum and dad.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise.
Oh. I love Rach B. Oh. Well. Now, they were talking about Dylan, who's the baby. But I think they were obviously talking about Lizzie, not Di. So, you know, because Lizzie has gone to the train station. Leaving, as Reese said, Rachel in charge of things, pretty much. She's not marvellous.
It's Kate.
Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him, it's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry?
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. It certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, or...
No, I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth,
But Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. That's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
Well, that was awkward. I guess this is university, not university, observatory grounds. the dancing lights. I guess it's time to go to the main hall. Well, if this is our summons, then it's a very cleverly done one. There's a pool. Where are we going? There. It's so cool. I love how they've done this. Energetic, active. I guess that's Rachel orbiting Lizzie. Okay. Oh, there's lots of moats. Peter Pan.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. Numbered starlight. When we're called to go, we must into starlight, sleep and love.
Is he asleep? You all right, kiddo?
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted.
Whew. Well, that was emotional. Bloody hell. That is a brave kid. And there's, I don't know, that all went down when the planes went over, so again, did the planes kill them all? Is that why, I guess all the kids were in here as well, and they sort of dissolved along with Charlie and Rachel. But, you know, were they killed by the bombs, or were they taken before that happened? Ugh. But again, this soundtrack, music is just beautiful. I mean, that was just so well done. Bye, Rachel. And Charlie. Ooh. Another path of lights. Now it's interesting because at the beginning of this section it said Lizzie, but we've had Rachel's end there, and not Lizzie's. We still have the light orbiting the other one. Maybe her story continues.